The Confederate Army, under General Robert E. Lee, was heading north to pull away Union forces from advancing into Virginia. With his men in need of brogans, a reconnaissance force was sent to a small Pennsylvania town in search of shoes. What they found was a small Union cavalry force, and over the next few days, this small encounter would grow into the most decisive battle of the war. Gettysburg, sometimes known as Gettysburg 88, is an out-of-print game from Avalon Hill. The game was part of the Smithsonian series and released during the 125th anniversary of the battle. The game contains the following components: a 22 by 14-inch mounted map board that is divided into two sections, counters for the Union and Confederate player, one sheet of rules, a battle manual, order of appearance sheets for the Union and Confederate sides, and a 10-sided die. Gettysburg is designed for new wargamers with relatively simple rules and a straightforward combat system. The scale of the game is divisional, with units displaying the name of their commanding officer, their parent organization, the type of unit, combat and movement factor, along with its turn of entry. In addition to infantry, cavalry, and artillery units, there are general units which represent, oddly enough, the generals who participated in the battle. Such units display the name of the officer, the organization they commanded, their movement factor, and turn of entry. There are also reorganization and initiative markers in addition to the turn marker. The battle manual holds 5 scenarios that allow players to recreate the action on the first, second, and third day of battle, with Scenario 4 focusing on the final 2 days, while Scenario 5 covers the entire 3-day struggle. The manual also features the history of the battle, along with background information on the weapons used, examples of play, and hints on how to improve your play of the game. The game itself is divided into turns in which the Confederate player begins by moving all of their forces, then engaging in combat. This is followed by the Union player moving all of their forces and engaging in combat. Combat does not use any charts. Rather, the combat factors of each unit involved, plus any modifiers, which may include terrain, are added up for both sides. The total amount of modifiers cannot exceed 10 for one side. Each side rolls a die, and that result is added to the total of combat factors and modifiers. If the defending player wins, the attacker must retreat their participating units. If the attacker wins, then the defenders must retreat their units. If the difference in the die roll is 3, 4, or 5, the losing side will take a single loss. If the number is 6 or greater, the losing side will take 2 losses. Victory is determined by the accumulation of victory points as per the scenario being played. Victory points are normally gained for causing casualties to opposing forces and occupying certain hexes on the map. What started as a scouting expedition by the Confederates ended up turning the tide of the war. From then on, Lee operated on the defensive in a vain attempt to hold back the Union forces from his home state of Virginia. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday.